Singer-songwriter Chris Cornell dies in his hotel room in Detroit while on tour.
I am heading on a very crucial journey as well.
The White House scandal picks up steam, and Trump gears up for his first trip abroad as president. Blue Jays center fielder Kevin Pillar drops a homophobic slur on the field. Humber News starts now.
Hi, I'm Matt Hodder, coming to you from our newsroom at Humber's North Campus. Thanks for joining us. It's good to have you with us. Here's what's making news this hour. Chris Cornell died at the age of 52. The rocker was the voice of Soundgarden and Audioslave, two of the biggest bands of the 90s and 2000s. Cornell was on tour with Soundgarden when he passed away, just hours after getting off stage at the Fox Theater in Detroit. The band played a 20-song set and had 6 dates left on their sold-out US tour. Cornell's impressive 4-octave range helped him win 2 Grammys and sell over 30 million records in his career. He is survived by his wife and 2 daughters. Fox News founder Roger Ailes has died at the age of 77. His wife Elizabeth announced the news this morning. Ailes is credited with building Fox News into a conservative media powerhouse. He resigned from his post following a sexual assault scandal last July. The Trump-Russia probe investigating the president's dealings with Russian officials continues to develop in Washington. Current and former American officials have reported 18 incidents of Trump-Russia communications during his campaign.
This hurts national security.
Meanwhile, former FBI Director Robert Mueller was named special prosecutor for the probe this morning. Shortly after, Donald Trump fired back with a tweet calling the probe a witch hunt. Mueller has effectively replaced and dismissed FBI Director James Comey. More from the White House. As his first trip overseas as president, Trump is preparing to travel to the Middle East next week. Trump's trip comes following a spat with Israel over the status of the Western Wall, Judaism's holiest site. The president's visit has also been preceded by reports alleging that he has shared with Russia sensitive intelligence gathered by Israel about the Islamic State. Trump has previously stated that he intends to use his negotiation skills to pursue Israeli-Palestinian peace as part of an ultimate deal. Prime Minister Trudeau will apologize to the LGBTQ community for past government discrimination. Thousands of federal workers were fired because of their sexuality during the Cold War. The government feared that the secret of being a closeted homosexual would be a security risk to the country. The RCMP created a detector test called the Fruit Machine to identify and remove homosexuals. Homosexuality has been a jailable crime in many countries that are now taking leaps to be more inclusive. Many this week took part in celebrating International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia. In Chile, the presidential palace was lit up in rainbow colors and supporters waved flags in solidarity. Mexico had a more affectionate approach to showing their support. Marchers were dressed in colorful attire and even had a kiss-off competition. Hamilton police have yet to give an explanation regarding the arrest of 2 journalists. Global TV cameraman Jeremy Cohn and freelance photographer David Ritchie were detained by police at the scene of a fatal accident in Waterdown on Tuesday. Ritchie was charged with obstructing a peace officer, while Cohn was released unconditionally. Canadian Journalists for Free Expression President Alice Klein has called for the charges to be dropped, along with a public inquiry into the case. Hamilton Police Chief Eric Gert declared he is reviewing the incident, but no further statement has been given. With weather finally warming up this week, Genya Kuipers went to the beach to talk sunscreen with Torontonians.
Today we're here at the Toronto beaches asking people about their sunscreen protection.
I actually have had a near brush with skin cancer. My mom had skin cancer. My dad has had skin cancer. So it's huge awareness for me.
According to Annette Sear, chair and founder of the Melanoma Network of Canada, the rates have tripled in the last 10 years, with melanoma ranking number 15 on the list of cancers leading to death.
Well, when I was younger, we didn't know anything about sunscreen. So we used to go to Atlantic City and get totally dark, but it wasn't that I was kind of sunbathing. I would go into the water and swim and all that, and naturally I would get kind of, suntanned or burnt or whatever. So, but at that time, nobody knew about it. So that's why, you have your neck where you have wrinkles that, maybe you shouldn't, if you would have worn sunscreen, you wouldn't have them. Oh, we would go out in the morning and around 10 o'clock and then go for lunch about an hour and then go back until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, we would stay there the whole day. It was great. I loved it. I love swimming. That's my, I love to do that. And we play tennis too. All the sports that you're outside, I love to do. But I don't like just to lie in the sun like some people do that. I hate that. It's boring, and you sweat.
All right. Are you wearing sunscreen today?
Am I aware? No.
Do you ever wear sunscreen?
No.
And why is that?
Because my body doesn't need it, doesn't burn.
So you have no concerns about skin cancer?
Nah.
Never?
I smoke cigarettes, so I got more concern about lung cancer than skin cancer.
If you're spending the day at the beach, an SPF of 30 or more is recommended. With May being Melanoma Awareness Month, Torontonians really need to pick up their sunscreen usage. That's Genya Kuipers, Humber News.
Thanks, Genya. We're going to take a quick break. Still ahead, the latest in sports. But first, Yeva has a preview of your 3-day forecast.
It may have been the warmest day of the year so far, but it's not summer yet. Find out how your long weekend will start with our 3-day forecast after the break.